first episode of Off the Record with Frankie. For the first episode of the podcast, I interview Giocomo AKA Jack Oberti of the band The Bankrobber, based out of Italy. Now, I found these guys purely by chance on Instagram. I reached out to the label, and turns out that Jack is actually one of two people that run the label, so it was very easy to set up an interview with The Bankrobber. Of course, I did check them out before reaching out to do the interview. I listened to their music, but it was very cool to hear that some really interesting indie rock music was coming out of Italy. And because of COVID-19, as well as the fact that Jack lives on another continent, we were able to figure out a decent way for us to record audio from both ends and then just do our interview via Zoom. So we find out a little bit more about The Bankrobber. We find out about Jack and his sister and how they've been making music together for over 10 years now. And just as well as what it takes to start an indie label in Italy and how all of that works. Very interesting guy, very interesting family, and just a cool guy to talk to. I hope you enjoy it.
Everything you did was for love. 3 deep breaths. I got Jack because
now with lockdown, I'm just reaching out to anyone that wants to talk. So that's the beautiful thing about 2020. Well, the one good thing about 2020 right now, I guess, is able to talk to anyone. Everyone's at home. No one has any excuses, you know?
No one. Yeah, sure.
Cool, man. So anyway, thanks so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
Thanks for having me.
And I just wanted to start off. It was pretty cool. So, are you a part of the Wires Records?
Oh yeah, yes I am.
Okay, so it's a small label in Italy then.
Yeah, it's a small label. It's pretty new. It's
cool.
It's an indie label.
Awesome. How long have you guys been in operation?
We started 1 year ago, but during this quarantine, we are working a lot.
Oh wow, very very new.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's great. I was checking out like everything you guys had online and like the playlists and everything. You guys are doing some really cool stuff. So,
Thanks.
How many artists do you guys currently have on your label?
Currently, I think something like 4, but we have different kind of
Cool.
partnerships with different bands.
Okay.
Because maybe we work for an artist just for visual, graphic design, or just music production, distribution, different things.
Awesome. And then The Bankrobber, that's you and your sister?
Yes.
Cool. All right, good. I'm glad. I was like trying to do like as much research as I could, and I was just like, oh wait, they have the same last name. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, she's my sister.
So The Bankrobber, you guys have been together since 2009? Just making music?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, actually it was a different band. It was completely different lineup. So as you can see on Spotify, actually the first release, it's about 5 or 4 years ago. So yeah, different band members and different sound as well.
Mm-hmm.
We started as everyone, like a cover band. We started playing our favorite songs from our favorite bands. Then we wanted to make our own music, and we started. Our first release is the EP The Land of Tales from 2016, and then we played a lot of gigs in Italy and then out of Italy until our European tour of last year.
Definitely, yeah. So are you guys from let me see if my research was good again, Riva del Garda?
Yes.
Shit, cool, yeah. Awesome. So yeah, very small town. You guys are up in the north part then, right? Just east of Milan?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I have not been to Italy yet. I have a very good friend of mine lives in Milan, and I've been trying to get there forever, but it's just so hard. It's just so hard. I don't. So yeah, you guys. Let's talk about COVID for a little bit, just because I know Italy was very strongly affected. How are things over there right now? What's the sense in the country?
Oh yeah, everything is stuck, as you can imagine. Everyone is afraid of it, so people is spending a lot of time at home. So maybe someone it's bored of it, like children, and but I think the most important thing at the moment is to be safe. So all we can do is just to wait and to wash properly our hands.
Mm-hmm.
We go everywhere with masks and gloves. It seems to be in a movie. So that's it.
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. What kind of stuff are you doing to keep yourself busy?
Oh, everything. Actually, I'm not bored at all because with Wires Records, we have a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
A lot of work
That's
to
good.
do. And I'm here at home, of course, but I'm producing a lot of stuff, a lot of music. So it's hard to get bored.
Oh, that's great, man. That's good that you're able to keep busy. It's important. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's essentially what I'm doing too. Just can't let this thing beat you. Yeah, speaking of, I found your quarantine sound playlist on Spotify.
Yeah.
I listened to that all day yesterday. It was really good
Cool.
playlist, a little bit of everything. Yeah, so like a lot of the stuff is pretty different to the band's sound. So yeah, I was just like, who was the one to pick the tracks? Was that you or a little bit of everyone?
Yeah, both. It's full of songs we like. It's from bands that inspire us, and also I think the sound of the band is going to change a little bit. It's going to be softer somehow, but also full of electronic sounds, like drum machines, keyboards, a lot of keyboards, something like this.
Okay. And then how many members are in the band full time now?
At the moment, it's just me and my sister. We worked on the songs of the new album last year during the last summer, and I hope to finish it really soon.
So I saw from your Instagram, it looked like you guys had been pretty much working pretty hard on the record until all of this started happening. So has the release date been pushed?
Yeah, actually it hasn't, because we stopped the recordings. I'm working on the lyrics these days, or I'm working on something else about the new album of the Bankrobber, but we're not recording it, but I think we can resume it really soon.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. When are you hoping to release the album?
I think at the end of the year. We're going to release some singles before.
Okay.
And also we want to record,
All right,
we
cool.
want to release a cover before the first single, and I think it's gonna be April by Beck.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
I really like that song. It's so powerful.
Oh yeah, that's an awesome track, man. That's cool. How was the European tour? I know you guys just kind of finished that in December. Or it seems like you did based on the time I saw when the video was released.
Oh no, actually we finished it in May. I think around the first week of May with the last gig in Germany. And yeah, it was pretty cool because we had the chance to visit a lot of new cities, to meet a lot of people. So yeah, eat a lot of new food, new kind of food. It's a great experience to be on tour for a band.
Cool, yeah.
It's been something like 3 months of touring all over Europe, but actually it was 24 gigs.
What were some of the
something like
favorite spots? I'm sure you guys visited new cities and towns you hadn't been to before.
Yeah, definitely Germany for the audience, for the food, the beer, and yeah, we had a lot of fun in Germany. We had something like 4 or 5 gigs there. One of the most incredible locations was the Bastion Bochum in Bochum, and yeah, it was a little cinema for just 16 with just 16 seats, and yeah, it was something new for us, something amazing, and yeah, and there the people was incredible as well. But yeah, we liked everything, so we liked all the places we visited, and
definitely
it was also tiring, but we liked pretty much everything because it was kind of a new experience for every one of us.
That's awesome. That's it's funny that you say that about Germany. I've spoken to a lot of bands, Canadian bands that are like just getting to the point where they're doing European tours, and Germany is always their favorite from doing European tours. They just say the same thing, that the crowds are just so hungry for music.
Everyone
and
says the same about Germany.
You know, depending on the style of music, like these are like maybe like bands that are that play hardcore or post-hardcore, so like the crowds are just very rough and just very alive. And then the indie rock bands too are just like, the crowds are just so incredible. And then the food, of course, they always talk about the food and the beer.
The German beer is amazing.
I wanted to chat a little bit about the so I saw the Academia Music Awards so I guess it would have been in 2017, but you guys won for best alt rock band. How did that happen? How did you guys like get involved with that?
It's a small award from Los Angeles, and we just received this email where they just ask us to submit our music for this award, and then we won for alt rock best song. But the best thing was to meet a lot of different and new bands from all over the world, so it was kind of amazing for us.
That's
something
awesome.
Unusual, unexpected, and so it was definitely cool because we've been there just to celebrate music, and that was awesome.
How did you like LA?
Oh, I love LA. Actually, I've been there before because I went there to shoot a short film.
Okay.
So we stayed there for about a month, and yeah, we had a lot of fun. And also we went to San Francisco for just 2 days to shoot our music video for Pier 39.
Yeah. Were you staying in Hollywood when you went?
Yeah, West Hollywood.
Yeah. Hollywood's crazy, man. I was
Do you like it?
I liked it. I just find that it's exactly what you think it is. You know what I mean? You go there and it's like, yep, this is like, it feels like you're in a movie the entire time you're there, just because everyone's so like,
sure.
I feel like everyone wants to be an actor there. And so everyone's just so not in your face in a bad way, but they're just so connected with you. Like they want to talk and they want to get to know you. And everyone just seems so interested and just alive with life. I definitely got that vibe when I was there. What was this short film that you guys worked on?
The title is I've Been Thinking About You, but actually it hasn't been released yet.
Awesome, man. That's and it seems like, well, the next thing I wanted to talk about was the music videos you guys have put out. Like for a band that's like pretty small and indie and doing a lot of stuff like DIY stuff, your music videos are incredible. They're so cinematic and amazing. And you know, I noticed that. So I think from the ones that I saw, my favorite one was Afraid, just because it was so fucking weird, and I just thought it was so cool. So it seems like you worked with the same guy. So that was with Matteo?
Yeah, Matteo Scotton, Jordi Penner, Daniele Leoni, Daniele Magoni.
So is that like just friends you grew up with?
All friends of us. Friends, yeah.
Cool.
I went to LA with
are
them.
those the people you went to Hollywood with?
Yeah, Matteo,
okay.
Jordi, and Daniele.
Yeah, and Danielle Magoni did My Revolution, which is also very interesting. You guys seem to have a very cool way of approaching the videos you guys do. Is it just your video friends that tell you this is what we're going to do, or is it a very, collaborative thing?
Yeah, it's a collaborative thing. We're a friendship, we're a team, so we basically work on everything together. Maybe sometimes just with one of them or two of them, but yes, it's a kind of circle. Yeah,
definitely. So this is like, these are the people that you're going to keep doing everything with, right? It's your team. Did they do any of the video stuff for your tour?
Oh no, we just shoot the tour video ourselves, and then I just edited at the end of the tour. We used the cell phones and our camera.
Cool. So is film work kind of like, do you do film stuff like a little bit on the side outside of music?
Yeah, sure. I do a little bit of video and graphic design.
Very cool, man. Yeah, I noticed the graphic design behind Bankrobber, like the little graphics that you have for some of the I guess, songs that don't have video on them. You just have like a cool logo for each thing.
Oh yeah.
So that's you doing that?
Yeah, I made it. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah, no, I just asked because I'm a filmmaker too, and I always appreciate it when bands do stuff that I can see is probably on a very small budget, but just figuring stuff out to make it look very cool is always, it's such a treat to see people do that. Just get creative and make something very cool. So I tip my hat to you. You guys did a great job on those.
Yeah, it's not easy to do something good with a small budget or no budget. So, but yeah, we have fun.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's great. That's awesome. So talking about the graphic design stuff, I also notice now everything makes a bit more sense now that I know you're part of Wires, or you are Wires Records. Tell me about Common Flaws.
Oh yeah, okay. Actually, Common Flaws, it's my side project. I want to make some electronic music inspired of 70s and 80s disco, but actually I just want to make something I like. I don't want to think too much about it. I just want to make good music.
Right. Cool.
Or try to do it.
Yeah, oh, for sure, man. What kind of stuff like inspires you when you're talking about like electronic music? Who are you listening to right now?
It's not just electronic music, but I really like Tom Misch. I'm listening to it a lot these days, and of course monsters like Chemical Brothers or Moby, Daft Punk, and Fatboy Slim, right? Something like this.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. And when working, do you find that when you're working on the Bankrobber, what kind of stuff inspires you in that realm of music making?
With the Bankrobber songs, everything starts with the guitar and the melody. Maybe I record some melodies on my phone, and then after, when I'm at home, I can just take the guitar and start to play it. And yeah, mostly I think about the melody and then try to beat everything on it.
Cool.
I don't know. Do you want me to tell you the name of some band?
Yeah, sure. Like, tell me. That's something else I was going to be asking you. Actually, what you're listening to right now. Even if you just want to like open up your Spotify and tell me what the last song is you listened to on Spotify.
Yeah, it's pretty much everything you can see in the Quarantine Sound playlist on Spotify. And yeah, but if I have to say one name at the moment, I would say The Neighborhood. I really like them. Probably one of my favorite band at the moment. So yeah, because
cool.
I really like their way to communicate, their sound. I love pretty much everything they do. Every song is different from the other. I love the atmosphere and their rock and roll attitude. Yeah, for sure. They're so creative.
Very creative, exactly. Yeah, they blur genres too. They kind of like just
that's another thing
they've
I
kind
like.
of paved their way and made their own sound, which is so hard to do these days. Honestly,
sure.
So I want to talk about just so both you and your sister are very, very musical. Did you guys grow up like? Are your parents? Is your family a musical family or?
My father used to play drums, and he's a record collector, so we grew up with a lot of records in the house. We were surrounded by CDs and vinyls, so yeah, a lot of music inside.
What kind of stuff was he playing for you guys?
He was playing different kind of music, from the classics like Pink Floyd and the Beatles, or something new like, yeah, because he bought a lot of new music as well, like from the Cooks to Jay-Z.
Oh wow, shit, that's cool.
So really a little bit of everything.
Cool. Awesome. That's cool. I can't relate to that, unfortunately. My dad just listened to classical music, that's all. Anytime he hears something with a drum in it, he seems to hate it. So anytime I show him any new music, I have to make sure there's no drums, or if there are drums, that they're very, very quiet. Yeah. I think that's how I got into music, was just being so bored with everything he was playing all the time. So I just went out on the internet and picked out everything I could find.
My sister actually plays classical music as well.
Oh, she does?
She graduated in the conservatory 2 years ago.
Is she part of like a troupe?
Year, maybe.
Is she part of like an orchestra or something?
No. She doesn't like it a lot. But
okay,
she plays really well piano.
Is she involved in the label as well?
No.
What made you decide to start your own label?
To work with artists and producers I like, and to try to build a crew. As you said before about the team of graphic designers, video makers, and musicians. So to create something where people can recognize themselves in.
How do you find new artists?
Actually, I receive a lot of emails every day, so I can just choose from it.
Okay.
But of course, I also have to search on Spotify or YouTube or social medias like Instagram, Facebook. If I can see something interesting for me, and then understand if I can work with them and how to work with them.
Tell me about writing your lyrics in English. Is that like how does that process work for you?
I try to think in English, and it's not easy at all, because every time I'm not sure if what I'm doing is okay, if I'm writing correctly. But the thing that really matters is the concept, and then I try to write it in the best way. And also we have a friend, Brad, from Chicago, and he helps us a lot with the lyrics. Because once I have everything okay, the concept, I can just send everything to him, and together we can correct the lyrics.
Awesome, man. That's wicked. I think I'm coming towards the end of questions I had. I wanted to know about the dog on the cover of Missing.
Oh yeah, that was funny, because I was at the restaurant with my friend Daniele Magoni, who's the director of My Revolutions video, and he had as a screensaver on his phone this picture of the dog. And I was just wow. That's my cover.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So is that his dog?
No, actually, he shot that picture like 5 or 6 years ago in Fuerteventura in Spain. Fuerteventura is in Spain, right? Or
I believe so. Yeah. You'd have a better idea than I would.
I've never been there, but yeah. And yes, I asked him if we could use it, and of course he told me yes, that no problem, okay. And then
that's cool.
We have a lot of illustrations on it, made by Laurina Paperina. She's an artist from Rovereto, like 20 kilometers from here, from Riva del Garda. So
cool. Yeah, no, it's an awesome cover. That's actually what jumped out at me so much. It was such an interesting cover, and I was just wondering, I'm like, oh shit, I hope this missing doesn't mean that someone lost their dog or something like that. So I wanted to know what the story behind that was. Okay, and then I guess finally, I just wanted to know why did you guys land on Bankrobber the Bankrobber as a name? I know it's a song from The Clash, but why that name?
Yeah, as I told you before, we were so young. So when we were 16 or 17, we started with the band, and the first name was the Bankrobber because we were listening to a lot of The Clash. So yes, we are really involved.
And then it just stuck.
Yeah. And then it sounds awesome. Really good to me. I like it. So we choose to leave it.
Yeah, man, that's cool. It's awesome. Cool, Jack. I think that's everything I have on in terms of questions. Is there anything else you wanted to chat about? Anything you want to promote?
Yeah, just I just want to say that we are recording the new album, so let's get in touch. Stay tuned.
Cool. Awesome, man. Great, Jack. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with
Frank.
me today, man.
It was a pleasure.
And I'll take you up on that when I come to Italy. I'll hit you up.
Yeah, sure.
Cool,
You'll have
man.
to visit Riva del Garda.
Oh yeah, it looks beautiful from the pictures I've seen. It looks incredible.